Okay, I want to make this clear. There was nothing on the show except one thing. And it wasn't the bloodline. And that's a problem. I'm going to explain it at the end. But let's make this very clear. There was only one thing on this show. And let's make it clear. We already know what it is. That was Sheamus. And it was Edge. Everything else was incredibly minor. And I know people would say, dude, things happen on the show. Bullshit. They're minor. Minor. And I'll explain why. Grayson Waller effect. We get the U.S. champion and the guy that should have been the U.S. champion and the Santos Escobar, who basically is wearing a brace on his leg. The reason I had a problem just saying Santos. What was the point? What was the point of this entire thing? What was it? Because, honestly, it felt like a big waste. Look, Grayson Waller, his show is more modern than either the Edge's show or the Miz's show or Chris Jericho's show or the KO show. Any of those shows that have been created, this is the most modern looking. But is the format any different? No. But I want to tell you this. At least you got Rey and Santos on a more modern looking show. That even though X is being shown, yes, not Twitter, X, at least it does look modern. Do I care about the show? No. Did the stirring of the pot by Grayson Waller mean anything? No. Because at this time, Santos Escobar's left leg is screwed up. So when I've heard JD or maybe just Alex say, well, maybe you're going to see a Santos Escobar go and turn heel and then have to face his mentor, that's not happening until his leg is better. So it was just a big waste being there. And then worse, you get a Austin Fury coming out demanding his title to be handed back to him. Not a rematch, handed to him because it was a farce. He had this thing stacked against him. He wanted his damn title back. That's what that was all about. At least until Adam Pearce and LA Knight came out. Look, understand this. I love Rey Mysterio. I don't hate him. I love Rey. I love him. He's earned the moniker one of the greatest luchadors in history. He's earned it. But when you hear the fans there in, I believe it was Toronto, you hear them compared to LA, compared to him. This was Rey. This is LA. He is so over. He's more better than Rey. And I still love Rey. And pretty much, he's telling numbnuts, and that is a Austin Fury, why don't you just shut your damn mouth up and let me just beat your ass and get a U.S. title shot. But he did show respect to Rey, saying, Rey, I'm glad you won. Congratulations, but you know it's coming because that title should be mine. And what he says, it will be mine. I said it should be mine. You know why? Because when you see this entire situation and you see the match that happened afterward, because Adam Pearce set it up of Austin versus LA. What happens as the match is going on? The Miz comes out. And I say this again because people don't understand. When you see The Miz, who is a Raw wrestler, who has been contracted to only Raw, and he's not a free agent, and they spent weeks upon weeks before WrestleMania and afterward saying that this is the greatest shakeup in history of the WWE, it feels exactly the same for the last 10 years. We've had the same garbage where both rosters are supposed to be separated and they start cross-pollinating. What was the point of the damn draft? It's bullshit. And during the match, you hear The Miz says, oh, if Michael Cole can come here, I can. No, you can't. Michael Cole is a commentator. He will go wherever they need commentation. You're a fucking wrestler on Raw and you're on SmackDown. This is fucking stupid. And guess what? Because The Miz started bothering him. Because The Miz couldn't flip back over the top turn rope because the LA Knight had to do it twice. Eventually he lost the match. And now, when you think because Austin Fury was supposed to automatically get a rematch clause, he now has to earn a new match. And instead of just leaving for LA Knight and then maybe building it up into the next pay-per-view and then Austin Fury messes it up, no. You got The Miz messing it up. Austin wins. And what does that mean for an LA Knight? He's working with The Miz, which makes no sense. You got one A-lister on one show where there shouldn't be an issue. You got another A-lister in LA Knight on the other show. There's not supposed to be an issue because they're both contractually obligated to each show. But then you had LA Knight go to Raw, which didn't make any sense. Then you had Miz go to SmackDown, which makes no sense. And instead of just leaving them alone, now you got them working together. And what does that mean for LA Knight? He may get the win against The Miz, but what does it really help him? Now, mind you, he's over like stink, as I said before. So why didn't they just line this up for Rey? Now, mind you, like I said a couple of weeks ago, there's a possibility that Dominic Mysterio will drop his North American title and mess with his father to try and take the title from him. Because I don't think they're going after Santos Escobar, but you never know. Next match, which made no sense. Now, mind you, the fans were cheering for them, but it's stupid. You had Bayley and Io Shirai, I'm saying her name, Shirai, I don't like Sky, versus Charlotte and why with Bianca? Why with Charlotte? What was the point of this? I want to see the first match of the newly minted champion for the women, supposedly on SmackDown, the world champion, the undisputed WWE champion of Io Sky, I hate saying Sky, Shirai. Where's her first freaking opponent? Why couldn't you just let her have someone that can job for her like a Zelina Vega? Where's Zelina? Probably in the back sitting in there. Why not use Chance or Carter? One of them sitting in the back. What happened to Isla Dawn and Alba Fire? Sitting in the back. Now, mind you, Chance and Carter, if I remember correctly, they are on Raw. And pretty much Dawn and Fire are supposed to be on SmackDown, if I'm remembering correctly. I haven't seen them in so long. But the point is, where are they? Why couldn't you let them job for Io? No, we have this match. And in the end, the faces win. Yes, Bayley took the pin. She ate it. But what does this do for Io? What does this do? And yes, afterward, and I know people are going to say, dude, what happened to Bianca? She got beaten up. Her leg is messed up. Do I actually care about Bianca? No. You know why? Her time as a face has finally come. She needs to go work with her husband. She needs to go and work with the Street Profits. Why isn't she with the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, her husband? Why isn't she working with them now, especially now that she got her ass kicked? She should have lost that match, get frustrated, go to her husband, and work with his partner and Bobby Lashley. Why not Bobby go and approach her instead of having to do the leg thing? And now she's hurt. And guess what? She's going to still deal with damage control. They got a whole bunch of women in the back. Supposedly, if I remember correctly, it's hard to remember because I haven't seen these women in so long. We still have a Chelsea Green. We still have Zelina Vega. We have Isla Dawn. We have Alba Fire, if I remember correctly. If I'm right, because that's 4 women. That's 4. If I'm right as well, isn't Emma back there as well? 5? Why aren't we using these women? Anyone says these women are better trained than anyone else. Bullshit. Bullshit. They're the same trained type of women. They're just using 4. Out of what, 10, 12 women they got in the back with them? Fucking bullshit. Moving on. OC versus Street Profits. And I didn't like how the Street Profits came out. Look. They were wearing black. Fine. That's the same style they always wear. It's just in black. The music is the same. They came out dancing. Where is the influence of Bobby Lashley? They're doing the same thing. The only thing they did differently was act more aggressive in the ring. There's one thing about making your persona look great with your ring work, and there's just the ring work itself. Now, the ring work was fine. They won against the OC. I wasn't surprised. Bobby Lashley coming out was good, seeing that he congratulated them. But honestly, they need to change everything. They need to change the ring attire so they don't look like the old Street Profits. They need to change the music so they don't look like the old Street Profits. And why not give them Bianca Belair in this faction to show that the women can be dominant? If Bianca does not turn heel before the end of this year, Bianca's nothing but a joke, and I'll call her a fucking joke no matter if I like her or not. Because they've done everything with her, they need to go into a total direction, and this is the same garbage. That's it. Now, what did we get for the rest of the show? Only one other thing next to the match and the vidpak for it. And that was Paul Heyman. No Roman Reigns. No Solo Sikoa. No Jimmy Uso. Of course, Jay's not there. Supposedly they moved him to the Alma Mater. And understand, guys, this is a work. They would never, and I repeat this again, if you think this isn't a work, this is a shoot, you're wrong. It's a work. They never openly say that there's a wrestler that has been gone from the company. They would never openly say they've been moved to the Alma Mater unless it's a work. And it's a work. When Naomi and the Sasha Banks quit because they couldn't stand how the women's division was working for the tag, they never openly said they moved them both to the Alma Mater. They never said shit. There was too much controversy. There was nothing on TV. The only thing they said was that they were disrespectful. And instead of saying that we're moving them to the Alma Mater, no, they just said they were disrespectful. They treated WWE with disrespect when we know they didn't. So this is a work. So all we get was a little Kayla getting a little bit of heat from Paulie, pretty much saying, you want to know the business? She asked him, so what's going on with the bloodline? You going to tell me? No. Anything with Roman? No. And then he started chewing her out with her own life. And then he gets a phone call, and he gets a tip that a Jimmy is going to be on TV next week. No Jay, no Solo, no Roman, just Jimmy only. This is all we got. That's it. This is not about the bloodline anymore, where it should be. This is about Jay. This is about Jimmy. Now, the problem I had, and do have about this, is that it should be Jimmy dealing with Jay as a tribal chief. That would have made the best sense. He should be dealing with him, then Solo, then Roman as a tribal chief. Now, they may still go down this road of Jay eventually trying to become tribal chief again. Maybe. But the way this has been going, is going in a different direction, since they did not want to take the title off of Roman. They didn't want to take the bloodline moniker off of Roman. They went down this road, and they have a very slim position to do this. Very slim. I'm saying right now, it's incredibly slim if they will go and make him tribal chief, and that's Jay. Because I don't think they are. They may just do this because Roman wants to take a break. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't think he is. He just wants to take a break. And they're going to let Jay and Jimmy face one another and fight one another. And maybe Solo will be involved along with Paulie by his side. Because that's what I think is going to happen. Jimmy's not going to be working with Jay or Solo or Paulie. He's by himself. He's going to be facing Jay. And then Solo is going to be with Paulie representing what's left of the bloodline on Roman's behalf. That's what's going to happen. Finally. And I'm going to say this right now. There are no images in this picture. No, I'm saying picture. There's not going to be no images in this video, not at all, because it doesn't deserve it. There is nothing here. We didn't get, surprising, the I'm surprised they didn't go there. I'm surprised they didn't have Judgment Day on the TV. Nope. You would think the Judgment Day would be involved in this. Weren't. Of course, Finn can't be involved, or any of the others, because they're part of the storyline and not going down that road. But Judgment Day was not there, and nothing else was being involved. The Viking Raiders were not there. You don't have anything that's involving other than Edge's vidpak and the match itself, which was a nice match. It was damn good. Admittedly, I was nervous at one point. When Edge literally grabbed Sheamus, he slipped between his legs because Sheamus was on the ring skirt, holding onto the top turn rope. Edge slipped right under him, under the bottom ring rope, grabs Sheamus, and fully power bombs him onto the mat that's on the floor. Sheamus was holding his neck like this. It made me a little nervous because we do know that he has a messed up neck. He's getting a problem with his back and his neck. So that made me a little nervous. Not gonna lie. A couple of moves in there when Edge got nailed also got me a little nervous. But it was alright. It was fun. But in the end, I didn't expect Edge to lose. He's in his hometown. His wife, his 2 children were watching. I think another family member was there, or a best friend of his. This was all about Edge and Sheamus, but mainly Edge. And Edge won. And before the camera went off, we saw Edge and Sheamus hugging, which makes me happy because, look, Edge influenced Sheamus to continue wrestling. That's what he said. We know this to be true. And Sheamus helped Edge by just doing what he did on YouTube, because this all started on YouTube. What we got right here. Which made me happy to see that influence from YouTube can be in a positive way. I know it can be also negative, but it's also going to be positive. So this is what we got in the show. That's it. Now, was this a good show? The last match and the vidpak for it? Yes. Everything else was trash. Trash. If you liked it, more power to you. But as someone who's reviewing this show, whether you like what my reviewing is not, I'm giving you a fair assessment of it. What did we get with the Street Profits? Not a lot. Yes, they beat the OC, but they didn't change the ring attire. It's still the same, just a different color. They didn't change the way they came to the ring. They didn't change their music. It's still the same. So we didn't gain anything. What did we get between the women having a tag match? Was this leading to a championship title opportunity? No, Io didn't get pinned. It was Bayley. The only thing they did was just show a Bianca getting nailed with the same leg as before. Either she's going to turn heel, or she's going to go away for a little while, or she's going to fight through it and adversity and maybe get a shot at her title again. Which is boring, because I'd rather see her work with Montez. I want to see her work with her husband and do something different. LA Knight. What did LA really gain here? He didn't get a shot at the U.S. title. He did a great promo. I loved it. He got a match. That didn't lead him to a win. It led him to The Miz, who should not even be on the damn show. He shouldn't be there. This should be about LA Knight getting the shine from this show. You should have put him on Raw. If you wanted to make it so special with him with The Miz, transfer him to Raw. But no, you're leaving him on SmackDown and you're throwing someone from Raw who's not supposed to go there, because your own rules said the only ones who can go from one show to another are free agents, and The Miz is not. He's not Michael Cole. He's The Miz. He does not have a contract as a commentator. He's a fucking wrestler. Why do you break your own fucking rules, WWE? This is bullshit. I'm bored with it. Literally, I'm bored. No matter how much I do care about The Miz, or I love LA Knight, you know I love Eli Drake. He's Eli Drake to me always. But still, it's not right. And I'm done. This is the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, almost forgot. Just in case anyone leaves a comment below, because I know one person already left a comment saying, dude, what happened to Cash Wheeler? Do you know what happened? I did check. There are 2 articles on it of what happened with him and how he got in trouble with the police. And he did get some big trouble with the police. But I'm not doing a video now. I'm going to wait and see if there's more information that comes out. I doubt I'm going to release it this Monday. You've already seen right now the video for Vinnie Mac. It's been released. So go take a look at that. But here I'm going to leave Wheeler for a little while. I want to see if another piece comes out on Wheeler. Has he been arrested? And he's been brought back in because AEW did say they're assessing what's going on. I don't know if he's going to have to be taken into custody because he was arrested supposedly, but released, I think. I think he's released. I don't know. But the key of this is I want to wait and take a look at the 2 articles. I didn't really look at them fully. I just skimmed them. So I'm not giving a full assessment of what happened. Just wait a little bit. I'm going to wait a couple of days after Monday, and I'll probably release a video then if there's more information. Peace.